Question: can there be a book about God's love, God's sovereign will for us, God's providence, be both fun and funny? Answer: Turtles in the Road. Turtles in the Road is a novel, a very wonderfully written novel by Rhonda Ray and Kaylee Ray, whom I know. I've had the pleasure of meeting the Ray family in Troy, Missouri, several years ago after a turtle in the road sidetracked me. And now I see that mother and daughter have written a book, a novel. They're a writing duo. They're wonderful in their message and accurate in their description of how the Lord guides us and leads us, even through adversity, even through suffering. Yet the novel is both fun and funny. Quite entertaining, quite a good read. I'm recommending it to my clients who would like more of an understanding of how God leads them and His will, and how when we think that we're outside of the will of God, that perhaps we need to think and pray and realize, take a step back and realize, wait a minute, this is the will of God in my life. He does truly love us. He does truly lead us into what's best for us and His will. And Turtles in the Road is a wonderful read, as I said before, but I love it even now. In this time and place in America, you watch a little bit of the news and then read a chapter in this book. And it helps keep one's sanity, for sure. That's not a political statement. It's just to say that we're hurting in America, and we need to remember that God's will is at work. He is sovereign over all. Proverbs says that the heart of the king is in the Lord's hands, and He turns it whatever way He pleases. So while in America we think that we have a say in who leads us, my read of Scripture is that everything's in God's will and way. Everything in every sphere of our lives. And I thank God that He led Rhonda and Kaylee to write this novel, both for me at this time in my life, to help understand, looking back, all the turtles in the road in my life, including the one rescued turtle that my wife Carrie and I did one time. We saw a turtle trying to cross the road in his slow, methodical way. He was surely destined for peril. So my wife said, stop the car, and I pulled over. She ran out. I kind of directed traffic, and she picked up the turtle, and while holding the turtle like this away from her, the turtle was swimming up in midair, like it had to keep walking or keep swimming. And he was just doing this while she held it like this. And I guess that made the turtle feel better, like it was doing something to keep it up there in air and wouldn't fall or whatever. I'm sure he'd never had an experience like that before. But she got him to safety down in the ditch, in some water, and away he went. But in terms of what the metaphor turtles in the road means, I certainly have had many of those times of derailment, times of detour, times of delay. 3 DEs that I don't like: delay, derailment, detour. I assure you that me and my personality style, I do not like delays, detour, and derailment. And yet, God's allowed all three, at least from my way of thinking, so that He could put me in places and in people's lives to bless me and them. A win-win for us all. So if you're struggling with the will of the Lord and knowing His will and way, and have time to read a great novel, again, Turtles in the Road, I would recommend it highly, by Bold Vision Books. Turtles in the Road by Rhonda Ray and Kaylee Ray. And a shout out to you both and your wonderful family that has true merriment in the heart of the family and is a balanced, healthy family whom I've wonderfully had the occasion to make your all's acquaintance. So bless you all. Continue in your work. I know the Lord will. And thank you, listeners, for listening to me on this short recommendation. Though, believe me, if I could go on and on about it, but my fear is that I would give away the book. So I don't want to give away anything. Just suffice it to say that I'm highly recommending Turtles in the Road, a novel by Rhonda Ray and Kaylee Ray. Thank you very much, and the Lord bless you all, bless us all, as we seek His will and His way, and to fulfill the purpose He has for us on this earth in the short time that we have. That for me, as I look at my hair, that time's getting shorter. But the Lord bless you all. Thank you. Bye-bye.